Dumelan, it's Vinky. Welcome to another fire episode of the Mobile School Podcast. Remember, don't like, don't share, don't tell your friends. I've realized that the last video that I made went viral, so there were like 110 people that saw it. But I think what happened was that you guys were fooled because what the algorithm of YouTube did was put a picture of the new president of Kenya. So a lot of people who clicked on that shit probably thought, oh, this is about the president. This is one of those stupid videos about who is the president, and then they give you some shitty ass history about him and stuff, but they never talk about his illegitimate kids and his side chicks and stuff, which is okay because that's his personal business. I'm not saying he has any of those, but story of every politician's life in Africa. But let's be positive and give him a chance to do his thing. Hopefully he'll come right and just turn things around, man. I'm just so happy that those old people, Odinga and that other motherfucker who just got out, Kenyatta, like out now. It's like out with you old motherfuckers. Like we've had it enough. It's enough now. Stop it. South Africa should do the same, vote EFF all day, every day. But today I wanted to talk about freedom, man. Like I feel like there's too much freedom that we have and we're misusing it. And I think it's time, and I'm sad that I have to be the one who says this, but it's time that we introduce the Chinese setup of like social security status, something along those lines. I forgot what it's called, but what happens is that they watch you everywhere you are, every day, and you score points based on your behavior online, on the streets, how you drive. That's where we have to go. The problem with us not having we don't have a way to put our freedom in check. We need to check our own freedom. What's happening in South Africa is a case in point. Last year in July and June there were unrests. Jacob Zuma's daughter was on Twitter saying, let's go protest, do all these things. She was encouraging people, and people might say, oh yeah, I didn't protest because she tweeted it, or I didn't protest because I had a voicemail where she was saying people must go start this protest in this area, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the point. It's not the point that she encouraged people for them to go. It's the fact that she was putting petrol into a fire that was already burning because his fucking corrupt dad, her fucking corrupt dad, didn't want to go to court after being given opportunity. And then you have idiots. And this is why we need to introduce this system of, if you are being an idiot, you should not have points, which means your license should be taken away because you're an idiot, which means there are certain things you should not be allowed to have because you're in this community, but you're an idiot. So we need to make sure that you brighten up a bit. You have motherfuckers who are like, Wenze Nuzu. Bruh, what type of stupid question is that? Wenze Nuzu. We all know what he fucking did. He knows what he did. So let's not ask each other stupid questions. But you realize that with this freedom, there's like so much freedom that people can do whatever. Like, bruh, the fucking CEO of the Lotto board, that motherfucker, the stupid ass old bitch, was getting paid 4 million a year. 4 million rands a year. She fucking steals money, buys herself cars with the money that was supposed to build houses. Guess what she did? No, of course, she didn't turn herself to jail. Just South Africa, bruh. No, she just resigned, and that means the case is not gonna go anywhere because there's too much freedom. When you have too much freedom, people do whatever they fucking want to do because they realize their freedom does not lead to consequences. When their freedom hinder other people's progress, that's money that could have went for a house. That's money that could have gone to helping like some disabled kids. I need food. But no, she bought herself 2 cars and then she just resigns, and that's where it's gonna end. So it's high time that we introduce the Chinese system of just making sure that everybody just does what the government says they must do. Because the social credit score is the only thing that's going to help us to go forward in South Africa. And then, unfortunately, that would mean we'll have to have tough politicians who are going to implement stuff like that. Like, you look at what's happening now, there's this guy called Nota. Nota's been bullying his ex-wife, maybe wife, because maybe the divorce hasn't been final, for 2 weeks. Everybody keeps liking his posts. He's trending every week. He's doing Instagram videos, laughing at people commenting and telling him like, yo, stop, you bullying this girl. The wife, Berita, even released a tweet saying, yo, you're humiliating me, leave me alone. But everybody's like, nah, let's leave him there. And I'm not one to push for people on Twitter and all social media to be banned, but there has to be consequences. You cannot wake up every morning and bully your ex-wife because she felt like, yo, I'm done with this marriage. And this is something that happened with the banning of Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate getting banned, of course, it's gonna make a lot of blue pills and black pills motherfuckers, and people stop calling them incels, stop calling them guys that couldn't get laid. No, some of the points they make are fucking legit. We have a lot of people, especially women, who are like just shitting on men. Like, women are just shitting on men unprovoked. Like, they shitting on men that are still at school. Like, you don't have a car. Like, bruh, he's at school. What the hell do you expect from a 22-year-old? But then that society, with also Instagram painting a picture of success being based on materialism. So you have all these kids just trying to cut corners to get things that will make them cool in the eyes of women, their peers, and all those sectors of society where they deem each other cool based on the materialistic shit that they have. They banned him because they felt like his speech was becoming dangerous. Like, he was too dangerous with like how he spoke about women. It was coming from a place of disgust. There's nothing wrong with saying men are trash. There's nothing wrong with saying women are trash. But when you start saying women are the scum of the world, they don't deserve respect, they just deserve to be fucked and not do anything with their lives and not achieve anything, then that's where you need to be stopped. And this is something that Nota is doing with the wife, where he's just bullying her like out of this one. So today's podcast is really about the social credit system that China has, and I think we should introduce it in South Africa because we don't have consequences. Look at our shittiest fucking president. Yo, Ramaphosa. I don't wish death on people, but if Ramaphosa dies, I'll be like, this is not a podcast. I'm an independent TED Talk. Abash.